reading that you do every night. Oh, hello there. I wasn't really surprised. I knew you were out there. Yes, I did. But this is the craft. It is a humdinger. I love it because look, that fishing line really, I think, replicates the fly pattern of a bat. Here in Maine, a brown bat. This happens to be a brown bat. Okay, well anyway, that's that. And that's why I have my, oh, we're right here, my bat hat on. I'm getting good use out of my bat accoutrement. Now, we should probably talk about why we're going to read a story about a little bit in night school when the school year's coming to an end. Well, it's a cycle, right? And some people are like crazy happy when, like, get out of their way. When school's over, blah, get me out, right? And then some people are super excited as well when it starts up again in the fall or into summer, wherever you are. So I thought it was okay, be it this end of school season, to read about Little Bat in night school. Because of course bats, come back my little friend, bats, they are awake at night. They are nocturnal, right? Nighttime critters, nocturnal. Okay, with that in mind, let us get ready for a story. And this one does have a little bit of time to it. So I'm gonna, if I seem to read quickly in a couple spots, it's because I'm moving it along, because I don't want you bored out there. Don't get bored out there. Yeah, okay. All right, Little Bat was ready. He had everything he needed, and he had his backpack and his water bottle and all his crayons and all his stuff. He's going to school. School's a fall, summer, okay. Except maybe some patience. When is it sunset? Is it time to go yet? How about now? Now, school's gonna be so much fun. How about now? So he's driving his mother bat crazy, right? Because she's trying to sleep. See how she's sleeping upside down? Mm-hmm. Shh, Mama Bat yawned and awakened for the 100th time. Rest. Ah! Look at the cricket legs coming out of the backpack. That is the snack for night school. Yuck. One man's ceiling, another man's floor. When night fell and they finally arrived at school, it was bigger than Little Bat had expected. Hello, the teacher smiled at him. I'm Miss C. So she's a raccoon. I'm not sure why she's Miss C, unless, like, that's just her name. But she's not Miss R for raccoon. In the classroom, Little Bat saw a pair of raccoons, some owlets, a ferret. Where were the other bats? Where? Oh, sorry. There. There they were, over by the wall. He let out his breath. Hi, he says, I'm Little Bat. Want to play? We're already playing, one said. With each other, the other added. So, in other words, they already had a playmate. And they were not inviting Little Bat. First, I think they could have been kinder than that. Little Bat flew into a cubby to hide, but someone was already there. Hi, what you doing? He asked. I'm just hanging out, she replied. I'm Little Bat. Is it okay if I hang out here too? I guess so, she says. But why aren't you over there with them? Like the other bats, right? I don't know anybody, Little Bat replied. I want to go home. Me too, she said. I'm Ophelia. I'm Little Bat, he blinked. Hey, now we do know somebody here. All it takes is being open and sharing how you feel, and boom, you get yourself a little friend right there. Circle time, Miss C called. Everybody gathered round. She flicked on more lights, right? The teachers do that, right? Lights on, off, you know. Guess we have to join them, Little Bat jumped. Wait, bats explode in light. Well, that is not true. They do not explode in light, Ophelia cried. Little Bat laughed. That's just a myth. I'll go if you will. Deal, Ophelia agreed. So here's Miss C, whatever, she's probably telling them to raise their hand, that kind of stuff. And look how cute, quite a cute class. Little Bat and Ophelia stuck together. Miss C taught them to sing the seals on the bus instead of the wheels on the bus. They talked about the pattern the stars make and why the moon changes shape, doing a little night sky study. Then it was time for show and tell. So remember the two little bats that became friends? I have half a popsicle stick. I have the other half. I brought a car. You copied me, little toy car. I brought a car. No, you copied me. We found this in someone's backyard. They found somebody's undergarments and they brought them to school. I have a bubble chute. Okay. I never had heard in my life the word bubble chute. I looked it up. And we call it an umbrella, but in the United States, back around early 1800s, they referred to umbrellas as bubble chutes. Who knew? Little Bat hadn't brought anything to share, so he held his wings wide. These are my floaties, he announced. The others gasped. Do they help you fly? Do they keep you warm? He dragged. No, I just like them. Neat, the others said. During math, they practiced counting. Psst, turn around. Right, because it's 4, 5, 6. But he's got to flip it because right now it's 4, 5, 9, 7. So he's got to fix that. Psst, turn around. Now, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now we're good. Okay, he's got it now. And they were all like chuckling, like, that's okay. Now this makes me laugh because if you ever go into an elementary classroom, they have these little pouches where you can put words that come with these letters or stand for these letters, start with these letters. And now they're all napping in them. At nap time, everybody found a comfy place to rest. And then it was time for art, and Little Bat threw himself into making prints. So he got himself all inked up and just threw himself right into the work. I think it's perfect. He loved the feel of the squishy clay. So he's making another bat, and she's making another, whatever, bunny, whatever. I don't know what that is, quite honestly. Maybe it's self-portrait. And then get ready. The Little Bat looked up and saw what someone else is making. I stink at art. I quit because look what the ferret made. Hello, overachiever, I don't know, gifted perhaps? But you know how that feels. Somebody's in the class and they're just like zooming ahead by 10 degrees. Hey, don't get upset, the ferret said. I've been doing this a lot longer than you and, practice makes perfect. Little Bat and Ophelia groaned. No, practice makes better, the ferret said. Everybody can get better, and that's why it makes it exciting. I guess I could try again, Little Bat said. At lunchtime, Ophelia held something out. This is delicious. My mama found it on the road. Want some? We call that roadkill. No thanks, Little Bat said, but I'm glad you like it. He pushed the straw into his juice and it squirted, and he grinned and squirted again harder. See, it's going upside down, so he's kind of missing the juice. And the cricket. I haven't seen the cricket yet. Hey! So the juice is going right into the owlet's eye, which could sting. Yes, it could. I'm so sorry, Little Bat cried. I didn't mean for it to happen. Miss C leaned in. It's kind of you to help clean up, she said, because Little Bat's trying to wipe down the little owlet. It was kind of funny. Yeah, it's all how we handle these things. Time for recess, Miss C announced. What do you want to do, she asked. Use your imagination, she replied. Is this being graded? Is this like a specific project you want us to do? What's the goal here? Is there a right way to do this? So, right, when you ask in a classroom, right, to just make something great, people are like, well, what do you mean? Tell us what exactly you want. So, she leaves them with this idea. Recess is boring because, look, they're just laying around. They have all these fun things for crafts behind him. But look at all this great stuff, Little Bat pointed. I bet we could build something. Oh, they build something. They got busy. They've got all the stuff. I think this is ingenious. They took the pencils and stuck them through the axle to serve as the axle, right, of their jalopy. I don't know what to call it. Truck. I don't know what it is. Right. The two other bats came over. Can we help one started? With what you're making, the other finish, of course, Little Bat said. Grab something to add. Okay, here it goes. They have a little plastic basket, and they're adding some things to it. Ready? The round rug made a perfect racetrack. So we have the vehicle we already saw with the pencils. Now look at what they have made. They have, and the bat's pulling it, right? Look at the owlet's eyes, like, woohoo! Okay. Story time, Miss C called. Everybody grumbled. Oh, we were just getting started. But they gathered around as Miss C opened a book and took them far back into the past. Could the heroes escape before the time the door closed, trapping them forever? And as the pterosaurs, I had to think, I almost said petrosaurs, pterosaurs gained on them, a ray of morning light fell across the pages. Oh look, the little raccoon's like, oh, what's going to happen? Oh boy, they are into this story. And we'll have to leave it there for now, Miss C said. No, everybody pleaded, just a little more. Don't worry, the story will wait for us, Miss C smiling. Time to gather your things. That was a pretty good night after all, Little Bat remarked. Are you coming back again tonight? I will if you do, Ophelia says. Deal, they agreed. So thumb up and it's deal. And then they get ready and here's Mama Bat flying home, right? Little Bat leapt into the air, his head buzzing with all he had learned. He couldn't wait to be back in night school. And so now he's like, right, if you are a mama, you know what I mean. They're going to tell you a bazillion things, or maybe you just know this, right? You won't believe what my friends eat. My best friend likes to hang upside down too. There's a song I can teach you. Somebody almost got in trouble for spilling their juice. We read in the most exciting stories, and on and on and on it goes. And so in closure, my friends who just put in a hard school year, my bat hat is off to you. And enjoy your summers. And come to the library for a book. Bye-bye. Oh, what is this, my bat-loving friends? Yes, if I do say so myself, this is a humdinger of a craft. Yeah, see the realistic flight pattern? Well, yeah, it can be. Well, anyway, let me show you how simple this craft is to replicate. That means to make. So, you're going to have in your weekly packet a color paper to color in the bat. Now on my bat, because bats are mammals, right, you're going to see on the close-up, you will see many different shades of brown, even a reddish brown, because we have brown bats as our predominant or most often seen bat in Maine. So I did all kinds of colors, and then I drew in, hard to see, but it's there. There's the bone structure that is stretched over that fine, thin skin. Now, you don't have to. You can have a purple bat, pink bat, whatever you want to make. That's as your friend. That's just how I did mine. Okay, so you're going to color in your template any way you want. Then, on just a regular thin piece of construction paper, brown I might add, you will want either help if you can't do it yourself, or maybe you can do this. You lay your coloring down. Well, oh, I should say, you have to cut your coloring out first, and you might need some help for that. Then you lay your colored paper that's been cut down take a pencil or a pen, outline all the lines of the bat's body, take it away, and then you'll cut that. And since it's so thin, easy to cut. Glue the two together. Okay, then that I did, I will give you a couple of these little eyes. I used bigger eyes at first and it looked just silly because it's a tiny little face, so you need tiny little eyes. And I did give him his little nose / mouthpiece. You pick, I don't know what to call it. So anyway, there it is. And this, I think, is the just fabulous stuff of this craft. This is my husband's fishing line, right? And so I just took a bundle of it, and now I've got to undo it and cut it. But you'll have some of that, and you want to make 2 holes on the wings, and ask for help if you need it to tie them off, and they're invisible, right? You got to be close to it to see it. Then you'll get a craft stick. I just taped it on, nothing fancy, and voila, my friends. You can sit outside or on your porch or back deck and just go bat crazy. That's what you can do. Yes, you can. Until next time, may all your bats be flying and eating every night. All right, bye-bye.